Welcome to our talk about using Google Meet, our preferred method for hosting online experiences. The reason we chose Google Meet is because there's no limits, unlike Zoom, to the amount of time that you can spend on there. It's free and it's easy to use. As you can see on my screen right now, to get to Google Meet, you need to go to meet.google.com. And you also need to have a Gmail account. It doesn't have to be G Suite, it can also just be a free account, but you do need a Gmail account to get going. That is the only drawback from using Google Meet. But it is worth the while knowing that you can actually use it for an unlimited amount of time. First and foremost, here you can see a giant button that says join or start a meeting, and this is where you can immediately join or start a meeting if you would like to do so. As you can see, there's nothing scheduled for today, and I will show you how to actually schedule meetings for your online experiences. First, I'll be going to my empty calendar. To schedule a meeting, I actually need to schedule it by hosting an event in my calendar. And to do so on Google, you need to head over to Calendar and then select any day you wish to start an event and click on it. If you double click, you will open this menu as you can see in front of us right now. And if you single click, you will open a quick menu that you can do basically the same things out of. I will call my event Test Online Experiences. Here we go. As the title. So if I ever were to invite anyone, they would see this as the actual invitation title. And I'm going to call it an event. There's many different ways and things, that you can select. But for the sake of online experiences, it will be an event. So it's an event. Then I can actually put the day if I selected the wrong one by chance, but I'm going to keep it on June 1st so I can show you what it will look like on my Google Meets calendar. And I can add guests if I wish. So if you have an email address, you can simply type it in here. So example@example.com, and you can simply add that there. And a quick heads up, when you then click save, it'll ask you if you want to notify these people, and we recommend that you say yes so that they know that you've actually invited them to the Hangout. Then you want to actually click this, which is very important, as this actually makes the Google Meet video conference. So add Google Meet, and it will give you this link. So this is the link that you can share with other people, and you can share it with up to 250 participants, all for free. I quickly clicked on the question mark to show you a bit more information about Google Meet and what they have actually said about it themselves. So here you can find some more information if you so wish. I will not go through it today. This is your meeting ID, which you can copy, paste, and send to people. And you can actually join with a phone number if you actually have a Google Suite account. As you can see in the top right here, I do. If you do not, then this phone number option will not be available. The location will be unnecessary as it's an online environment, but you can add one if you so wish. And you can add a description in case you want to remind them that it's the online experience that they booked with you. So for example, and we click save. I'm going to quickly get rid of this email and add our support email and click save. Here is the option that I mentioned. So it's asking us whether or not we would like to send the invitation, and we recommend you do, as it'll notify the person and they will be reminded of the actual Hangout that you created. Send. That's it. Now, if we were to go back to our Google Meets calendar, the event that we just created is in our calendar here for today. Now, if you actually want to join the meeting when the day comes, you don't need to go back to your calendar, click on the actual event and select the link. You can simply go to meet.google.com and click on the actual event that you have here. In this case, we only have one, so I'll click on that one and it will join the meeting. You'll need to allow to use your microphone and your camera. If not, obviously it will not work. So I clicked allow, that pop-up should go away. My camera is currently turned off manually, so you won't be able to see me, but if yours works, you'll see your face here, and as you can see, my microphone works as this is moving when I talk. There we go. Now, I can join to basically start the meeting. Now there we go. This will be your Hangout and your monitor where you basically control everything. Your guests will show up here. You'll see their face here. If you do want to edit stuff, you can click on the bottom left, and here you can see the meeting info. So you can see details and any attachments you may have linked to it. Maybe you have, if you're a personal trainer, a schedule, and maybe you attached a picture of the schedule here so they can click it easily. If you want to mute yourself, you can use this button right here. If you click it, it'll turn red and people won't be able to hear you. This button is to hang up, and this is to turn off your camera if you need to do so. Now, the three dots here, the ladder menu, if you click on it, it'll give you more options about the Hangout. The first one is change layout. If there's multiple people in the chat, you might see them as boxes along the top, or you can see them as boxes ordered in, well, a grid format. You can change that layout by clicking this. You can also go into full screen mode by clicking this. If for some reason you want captions, you can click on this, and any additional settings, simply click on settings, and you will be able to either test your microphone, as you can see it works here, or your speakers, which you can test by clicking on the button. You can also look into your video settings, so you can select the camera. If you have multiple will appear here. If not, it'll be your default camera. You can also set the resolution, so if you don't have a great internet connection, I recommend putting it lower to standard definition, which will reduce the quality of the video, but it will make sure that it doesn't lag as much. Lastly, you can also edit the receiving resolution, which will again allow for the video to process smoothly without any glitches, as the computer and your guest computer won't have to work as hard to uphold the standard and the quality. To end the meeting, simply click on the button below to leave. And you've left the meeting, and you can return back to the home screen to see any other meetings you have on the day. This was our presentation on how to use Google Meets for your online experiences. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to hello@mammalo.com. And if not, we really hope that you enjoy using the software and get a lot of bookings. Good luck.